the channel. Or should I say it's good to be back. I'm sure by now you've noticed that I haven't posted in quite a while. That's because I was involved in a motorcycle accident. The VT1100 was totaled. I was on my way back home from the grocery store, and an older lady pulled out in front of me, said she didn't see me, and I was hurt quite a bit. I was in the hospital for a while. And of course, as I said, the bike was totaled. I can't go into the specifics right now because I have my attorney working on everything, so it's kind of up in the air right now, and it's litigation and all that. But I'm not 100%. The accident did in fact aggravate my disability, so I'm dealing with that as well as a few things in my personal life that occurred at the same time. This year has been kind of crap for me, to be honest with you. But I'm here, I'm back. I have a few products that are going to be amazing on video, and a few products that could actually save your ass while you're on the road. So we'll go over that at a later time. Those are upcoming videos. And I have a few products that I have to send back that I actually got for the VT1100. I was working with companies like TJ Brutal. I was looking forward to that, but of course they're Honda Shadow only parts. They're parts for the Shadow, and it's gone now. So that's about where we are now. I did get another bike. It is a Kawasaki Vulcan 1600. It is a beast. It handles like a big bike, but it's nimble. It's heavy, but when you're on the road and you're moving, it's actually quite easy to maneuver. It's an excellent bike. We'll go out there in just a moment and take a look at it. But again, guys, I thank you for your patience, and it's good to be back. I'm in a better headspace. I'm in a better space physically to do more videos, and I look forward to it. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the new bike. All right, as you can see, this is a much larger cruiser than any I've had on the channel before. I've owned larger bikes in the past, but this is by far one of the most comfortable bikes that I've ridden on. And in a minute, I'm going to take you around and show you just some of the things on the bike. It is an excellent motorcycle. It's set up perfectly. It's very comfortable to ride. It's just effortless on the freeway, highway, back roads, whatever the condition, it can do anything. And let's take a closer look at the Vulcan. This is the Kawasaki Vulcan 1600 Classic. It's an excellent bike. Lots of chrome. That just means more polish work, unfortunately. It does have the Mustang seats with the driver and passenger backrests and matching saddlebags. All leather. Very comfortable, actually. I may need to get a pad later on for long rides. But overall, the seat is excellent. It's adjustable. Awesome. Not really a fan of the stud work, but that'd be fine. The Concho is a nice little touch. The color I absolutely love. The previous owner did put some swirl marks and a couple of light scratches in the tank, but that's not that big of a deal. I've got a product that I'm going to show you guys that's going to take that right out. Absolutely amazing stuff. That's one of the videos that's going to be coming up. I'm going to just restore the finish on this bike, and it's going to be very easy to do. 1600 cc's. Excellent, excellent bike. The shaft driven, you don't have to worry about adjusting belts, chains wearing out, belts breaking, anything like that. Got the crash bars there with the highway pegs. I did have to flip those around. They were turned to where they were facing the inside. The previous owner was quite a bit shorter than me, so I had to turn those around so they were more comfortable for riding for me personally. You've got your choke here. This is fuel injected, so I guess that's just an enrichener when it's cold. It's a smooth V-twin. It did come with a cruiser caddy here, a little cup rest. Now the fairing that is on it is a Harley Davidson, and you guys, I'm sure, know how I feel about Harley Davidson. When I was in school for motorcycles, that was mostly what we were learning on, and there's a lot of issues with Harley. I won't even go into that. But the fairing seems to be great. You use your phone or Bluetooth. The speakers are awesome. I, of course, can't really play music for you guys, unfortunately, because I'll be copyright striked by YouTube for playing music. YouTube's algorithms have changed quite a bit in the last few years. That's a whole nother beast. This makes what I do just a little bit difficult, more difficult than it used to be. I'll put it that way. That is 5-speed. It is very, very fast. This is a fast bike. 1600 cc's pushes you quite quickly and has a lot of low-end torque. I have put new tires on. I went with the Shinko 777s. They seem to be a really, really good all-purpose tire, and they're affordable. If you're using Goodyear, switch over to the Shinkos. Give them a try. They're a lot better than they used to be. I just put these tires on probably a week ago, week and a half, something like that. They last a long time. Shinko has come a long, long way. The headlight is very, very bright on this bike. It is set up just amazingly. It's liquid cooled, tons of horsepower. You can't ask for anything better. The brake and clutch levers are adjustable, so you can bring them out or bring them in. I prefer to have them on number 1 or 2. It all depends. Mostly 1. It's not really that much of a difference because I have rather large hands. If you had smaller hands, you may want to be on a 4 or 5. I'm going to go ahead and start it up for you. This bike, like many other older Vulcans, it's going to need the cam chain tensioner extensions on it. You can hear the cam chain making a little bit of noise. It's not that big of a deal because the tensioners are right here on the rear of the cylinders. You just pull this out, cut the beveled area off the end, the little cap, and you put a new cap with either Loctite or JB Weld or something like that to hold it on, let it set, and you put the assembly back together, and it solves that issue. It's a pretty quick fix, maybe about an hour. It's not that bad. It's not a lot of work involved. It's really not. All right, let's go ahead and start it up. And the engine has low miles, only 19,000 miles on it. Those are original miles. Not that much noise, but you can hear that it needs the extensions in there. As you can see, I'm just under 6'3", and I'm over 200 pounds, and this bike fits perfectly, to be honest with you. It's much better than the Royal Enfield, and a little better than the VT1100 even. The VT1100 is kind of a mid-size cruiser. This is a full-size bike. It fits much better. It's more comfortable. I can actually stretch out on this bike, and there's not too much in the way. I mean, it's made for larger guys. You can have it set up, you can move the seat forward or however, or reshape the seat to your specifications, but to me this is perfect. You can't ask for a more comfortable ride. We'll be doing a lot of things with this bike, and I have a lot of projects coming up and a lot of ideas for this bike, and I've already got some products from some great companies, and you're going to want to see those products, a couple of which could actually save you in an emergency. So stay tuned for that. Altogether, I'd say this is a 100% excellent upgrade to either of the bikes that I've had on the channel. Don't get me wrong, I still love Royal Enfield. I love the classic style. It just wasn't the right bike for what I'm wanting to do. I'm planning some long trips on this bike, and I'll take you guys with me for that. I've got a lot of ideas coming up, and a lot of ideas that I'm still coming up with. Trying to think of some content for you guys that you might want to see. If you have any suggestions on some products or videos that you'd like me to do, go ahead and leave that down in the comments section below. Let me know what you want to see. I'd be more than happy to facilitate that if possible. I'd love to talk to you guys. Tell me what you think of the Vulcan here. Leave that down in the comments section. Go ahead and hit that like button. And while you're down there, you might as well subscribe. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. It's October here, and it's still 85 degrees here in North Carolina, so I've got a lot of riding season left until probably about the middle of December, possibly, depending on how the year goes, on up until March. But of course I do ride all year long, even in the cold, and I've got some cold weather ideas coming up to show you guys some products to keep you nice and toasty, and I'm sure this fairing will come in handy with that, and maybe I'll add some lower guards, something like that. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching and supporting the channel. It means a great deal to me. It's something that I enjoy doing. It gives me an opportunity to do something, seeing as how the VA has labeled me as unhireable. It gives me an opportunity to do something to occupy my time and to get my mind off of all the personal things that I have going on, which I really don't want to get into. But thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot to me. It means the world. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Alright, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video.